And welcome back. Former State Senator Kelly Ward earned national attention for all the wrong reasons last week, just a day after Senator John McCain was diagnosed with brain cancer. Ward called on him to step down.
I hope that Senator McCain is going to look long and hard at this, that his family and his advisors are going to look at this, and they're going to advise him to step away as quickly as possible.
That was Kelly Ward on an Indiana radio station. She was just bombarded with a lot of hate from all quarters.
Dancing on a graveyard plot. You know, McCain is still, as we saw last night, 1:30 or last week at 1:30 in the morning. He is still awake and agile and certainly, you know, able to give his opinions and make a vote. And so clearly now is not the time to call on him to resign or retire.
Lori, did she pretty much just end any chance he has at beating Jeff Flake?
I don't think she had any chance of beating Jeff Flake, so I don't think it really matters. I think that Kelly Ward's role in the 2018 election will be that of spoiler. Some other Republican is more likely to get into the race, and she'll be the third-party person that splits the vote and gives him the nomination again.
For the most, one of two most vulnerable Republicans in this election cycle, I think Jeff Flake is going to skate to re-election.
That's an interesting observation. He almost comes out of this looking stronger. He voted 4 times for the repeal and replace or to advance it. He was with the party the whole way. He's got a new book coming out this week. He's got $4 million in the bank. The National Senate, Republican Senate Committee says we don't worry about Jeff Flake. How did that happen?
Well, I think the Senate's all in for all their members, and that's standard policy. But the fact that Ms. Ward basically put herself forward for the McCain seat by getting baited in by that reporter to answer that question, it kind of took away her argument against running for the Flake seat when she's just saying simply that I want a seat. And so I think that the misstep that I saw wasn't that quote that we just read. It was her taking the bait of saying, hey, here I am. You can choose me. I'm available.
Right. But why does Flake, for some strange reason, seems to look even stronger?
Well,
now?
no Democrat will, reasonable Democrat will take him on. And when you only have someone as fringe as Kelly Ward taking you on in the primary, it's easy to get by.
There are a lot of Democrats out there saying, hang on, this guy voted 4 times for repeal and replace. It went down.
Sure.
And they're going to pin that to him, and they believe he should pay for it. Lori,
well, I mean, I think it's a little soon to set this up as a Kelly Ward versus Jeff Flake. You still have waiting in the wings Jeff DeWitt and Robert Graham, and more importantly than that, Donald Trump, who does not take kindly to some of the things that Jeff Flake has said about him. So I do believe that there will be another major contender in the race, but I just think that they'll split the vote and it will go to Democrats. Problem for Democrats, as always, is they don't seem to have anybody waiting in the wings. You've got Kirsten Sinema, who says, you know, she's looking at it. Well, she's been looking at races for years. She's risk averse. Chances of her taking this on are slim to none. You've got Greg Stanton, Phoenix mayor. Come on. When's the last time a Phoenix mayor won anything?
Yeah, I don't think the Flake campaign's taking it for granted at all. I mean, the fact that he's not known in the past as a big fundraiser and they've raised $4 million shows me that they know this is an unpredictable environment.
Well, I'll go back to Senator John McCain. Was that the last we've seen of John McCain in the Senate, do you think?
I think the real story here, the fact that no one knew really where his health was at, and looking at that 15-minute speech, that was one for history. Whether you agree with the senator or not, didn't like his votes or not this last week, to see him there with the eye scar, giving a 15-minute speech, very introspective, even being self-deprecating and talking about his role in the partisanship. I just think that from a civic Arizona perspective, a lot of us had something to be proud of to watch that moment.
You know, you always want to go out on top. And here he made a huge decision last week, and he got the defense authorization bill through. He has done his work. And now he'll come back to Arizona. He'll have probably some tough days ahead with treatment. And I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't chair another Armed Services Committee meeting.
He could be back. Yeah, we certainly hope so. All right, Chad Haywood, Lori Roberts, Barrett Morrison, thanks so much for joining us.